Hi everyone, today's headlines. Nagaland recorded 2 new positive cases of COVID-19 and 2 recoveries on December 26. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address nation through Mann Ki Baat today. 8 UK returnees test positive. Health Minister says cases show slight change in strain of the virus in Kerala. 2 Chinese ships illegally entered Japan's territorial water near disputed Senkaku Island. CBSE exam scheduled on December 31. 2 top IPS officers in spat over Rs 619 crore CCTV tender. At least 3 more Rafale fighter jets flying in next month. At least 8 climbers killed in Iran, more missing after heavy snowfall. Teachers in private schools fight to survive. 64-year-old retired Odisha banker cracks NEET, now a first-year MBBS student. News in details. Nagaland recorded 2 new positive cases of COVID-19 and 2 recoveries on December 26. Nagaland recorded 2 new COVID-19 positive cases yesterday, 1 each from Peran and Kohima, taking the total count in the state to 11,897, and 2 recoveries of COVID-19 patients from Dimapur, taking the total count to 11,415, updated Health Minister S. Pangifom yesterday. Active cases stands at 274. PM Modi to address nation through Mann Ki Baat today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be addressing the nation through his monthly radio program Mann Ki Baat on Sunday. This will be the 72nd episode of his radio address and will also be his last broadcast for this year. Earlier on Friday, PM Modi sought people's view on the year 2020, considered as one of the most disruptive in recent history due to the COVID-19 outbreak, and also what they look forward to in the next year. Ahead of his Mann Ki Baat broadcast on December 27, this will be his last broadcast for this year. 8 UK returnees test positive. Health Minister says cases show slight change in strain of the virus in Kerala. Amid worrying 2 new variants of coronavirus that emerged from the United Kingdom, the Kerala government on Saturday announced that 8 people who recently returned from Britain have tested positive for COVID-19. Their samples have now been sent to the National Institute of Virology in Pune for genomic analysis. State Health Minister KK Shailaja said the samples of the 8 returnees were found positive for the COVID-19 and their samples have been sent to NIV for further test. 8 people who returned from UK recently have tested positive for COVID-19 in Kerala. Their samples have been sent to National Institute of Virology, Pune for further examination to ascertain if it's the mutated strain of the virus, Shailaja said. It has been decided to subject the returnees to more tests to ascertain the kind of strain of the virus. 2 Chinese illegally entered Japan's territorial water near disputed Senkaku Island. 2 Chinese ships has illegally entered the Japanese territorial water near the disputed Senkaku Island on Saturday, according to Japan Security Services. Citing NHK broadcast, Sputnik reported that the incident occurred at 16 p.m. with the Japanese Coast Guard Service urging violators to leave the country's territorial waters. This is despite Japanese Defense Minister Nobuo Kishi last week conveying to his Beijing counterpart Wei Fengho about Tokyo's strong concern over Beijing's regular attempt to unilaterally change the status quo by Korkian. In October, 2 Chinese vessels stayed in the disputed waters for about 50 hours, marking the longest intrusion into the waters in 8 years. This year, Japan has registered 24 cases of Chinese ship violation of its sea borders, Sputnik said. China has been increasing its maritime activities in both South China Sea and East China Sea over the past few months, partially in response to the Beijing concern over the increasing US military presence in the region because of escalating Sino-US tension. CBSE exam scheduled on December 31. Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank on Saturday said he would soon announce the date for the Central Board of Secondary Education Class 10 and Class 12 board examination to be held in 2021. Major announcement for the students and parents. I will announce the date when the exam will commence for students appearing for CBSE board exam in 2021. Stay tuned, tweeted Mr. Nishank. He shared a photo that said the announcement would be made on December 31 at 6 p.m. The Education Minister had on December 22 said Owing to the COVID-19 pandemic, it would not be possible to hold the examination in January and February. Usually practical tests are conducted in January and theory exam begin in February and conclude in March. On Tuesday, the Education Minister had said that a decision on when to conduct the exam will be taken later after an assessment of the situation. Two top IPS officers in spat over ₹619 crore CCTV tender. Allegations of impersonation in a tender process worth ₹619 crore to procure CCTV under the Nirbhaya Fund to safeguard women and children in Bangalore has now blown into a full-fledged fight between two senior IPS officers of Karnataka. The officers concerned are Inspector General of Police and Secretary, Prison, Civil Defence and Auxiliary Services D. Rupa and Inspector General of Police and Additional Commissioner of Police Admin Hemant Nimpalkar, who is also the chairperson of the tender inviting authority of the Safe City Project, Bengaluru, had written to the Chief Secretary on December 7 requesting an inquiry into the alleged impersonation of the Home Secretary for gaining access to classified information on RFP for the Safe City project before the publication of the tender for wrongful gains. Following the reports that a top woman IPS officer impersonated the Home Secretary, Rupa wrote to the Chief Secretary on December 2 alleging that Nimpalkar made a false and motivated complaint against her. Shot in the arm for Indian Armed Force. At least 3 more Rafale fighters jet flying in next month. In a big boost for the Indian Air Force, at least 3 more French Rafale multi-compact fighter jets are expected to arrive in India next month. This batch of Rafale fighters will be the third set of deliveries of the French origin aircraft to the Air Force, which has ordered a total of 36 warplanes. At least 3 Rafale jets will arrive in India next month. The dates are still being worked out. The planes will be flown to Jamnagar from France without a stopover on the way. Refueling support will be provided by Indian and French tankers, the people said. At least 8 climbers killed in Iran, more missing after heavy snowfall. At least 8 climbers have died and several more are missing in mountains north of Iran's capital Tehran after heavy snowfall and a blizzard, state television reported on Saturday. Several climbers remain unaccounted for since Friday when 2 deaths were reported, while the number reported as missing has increased as concerned families contact the authorities, the broadcaster said. Local news agency reports said the number of people unaccounted for could be as high as 12. Search and rescue efforts were halted for the night and would resume on Sunday, the report added. Tehran lies at the foot of Alborz mountain range, which has several ski resorts. Heavy snow and winds in several parts of the country have closed many roads. Teachers in private school fight to survive. Over 3.5 lakh teachers from private school, most of them unaided, are struggling to bring food to the table after having lost their jobs. Over 3.5 lakh teachers from private schools, most of them unaided, are struggling to bring food to the table after having lost their job in the wake of the pandemic. In their search of a livelihood, they have turned to selling vegetables and working in the field, while some have become daily wage laborers, insurance and bank agents. 64-year-old retired Odisha banker cracks NEET, now a first-year MBBS student. Odisha J. Kishore Pradhan cracked the NEET this year and enrolled as a first-year MBBS student like thousands of other aspirants from the state. Just that, he is all of 64 and a retired banker, whose ageless exploit is being described as a rare event in India's medical education history, says he wants to serve people as long as he is alive. A former official of SBI, he took admission at the state-run Veer Surendra Sai University of Technology in the Disability Reservation category on Wednesday. It is one of the rare events in the history of medical education in the country. Pradhan has set an example by getting admission as a medical student at such an age, VIMSR Director Lalit Meher said. That's all for now. To get us latest news, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.